day 3 of working on 440. So while we were gone, it sat here at 700 degrees for a good couple hours, just burnt and melted away all the old oil, grime, all the crap that was in the block. We got the 906 heads in there as well. So right now what we're gonna do is pop this thing open. We'll get the big industrial crane over here. We'll help hoist this thing out, and we'll roll it over to the hot tank, and inside that hot bath chemical wash, it's gonna get all the remaining residue off from the furnace over here. And then once we do that, this engine block will be pretty much ready for us to get a final good inspection on it. We can measure out the bore. I'm pretty sure it's still a standard bore engine, which should be 4.320 for a 440, which would mean that this engine is perfectly ready for us to bore 30 over and throw a whole bunch of fun parts at it and make this thing scream down the road. So that all being said, let's get this thing out of the furnace here and see what it looks like. Maybe come over here, honey, because the door, let's see. Toasty. I made a near fatal mistake last year when I was first utilizing. That's what I'm literally just talking about. Yeah, thank you. Forgot to put this rollout extension last year and just came over here, happy as can be, grabbed on this rack to pull out the engine and get ready to hook it up to the hoist. And luckily the tracks caught on the bottom side here of the furnace and it just stopped itself and it didn't fall out and crash my foot. But had it been the other way around, I would have probably had a size 15 and a size 8. So luckily that didn't happen, and this time around we'll remember the rack. So that goes there like that. And now we can pull her out. Sweet. So now you can see just what we're talking about with the heat of that furnace. This is all cork left over from the old gasket on here. All this old grimy oil and stuff is just all left on the block. Now the thing is nice and cooked and clean, so we can get this thing chemically washed. So let me go grab the crane and we'll pull it out of here.
The rack is still in there.
Oh yeah.
And give the safety lights on it.
So we're just going to check out and see if we're still at standard bore, and obviously there's a little bit of grime in the cylinder roll still. It's not going to be a perfect measurement, but it should be close enough to tell us if we're there. So let's see that, Beps? Yep, we're at 4.30, which when you consider all the rest of the gunk and stuff here on the wall and the ridge a little bit, 4.32 is factory bore. So I'm going to say with like 99.9% certainty, this is a standard bore engine, which is really cool to know because it's a great starting point for us to build this thing the way we want to, and that means this engine's actually never been machined before, it's never been taken apart before, and it's kind of what we were already thinking based upon everything else that we saw in the other video, just the way that the factory head gasket marking was still on there. You still had that nylon coated. What?
I accidentally got your face out of it.
Oh, that's okay. You had the imprint of the Pentastar from the factory head gasket still showing up on the deck surface. You had a lot of stuff on this block that pointed to it just being original, like untouched. So it's kind of cool to see that stuff. Okay, here she is, about to get a nice chemical bath. This should make this thing look really nice and clean and sharp. So, see what it looks like here in a few minutes on the way out. On these 906 heads, for example, as well, the remaining gasket on here kind of looks like it's something there, but it literally just pulverized, turned into nothing. And that's what happens to everything that goes through that 700-degree furnace. So this is what these heads are looking like before they get their wash. Hot mama. Doesn't that just look like a nice pig roast? Way cool. Before on these heads. And we'll just clean out all of the chemical solution left over from the chemical wash. And here's the heads after their bath. And here's what the cylinder walls look like. They're all still in really good shape. This is the one that had the stuck piston. Definitely gonna be easy to machine this over, probably 30 over, and have this thing running great. Heck yeah, let's load it up in the truck and store it away for a rainy day.
The number you have dialed
Ready?
has been changed.
Still filming? You still filming?
Yeah.
You still filming?